am I overreacting about my brother's wedding? My brother is getting married in April. We've always been close, even though he lives in another country now. At my wedding 5 years ago, he did a reading and walked one of my bridesmaids down the aisle. For his wedding, I have not been asked to do anything. Interesting. My toddler son is a page boy, and my husband has just been asked to be a groomsman after someone else dropped out. My sister-in-law, husband's sister, has been asked to do a reading as well as my mother. I'm honestly a bit hurt not to have been given any job, but it's his wedding, so I've obviously kept my feelings to myself. My brother and his fiance have just shared the seating chart with my mother for her input. My parents and husband are at the top table with the rest of the wedding party. The bride's brothers are also at the top table. So I am the only immediate family member not at the top table. But what has been really upsetting is that I've been placed at table 11. There are 11 tables in total on the plan. I'm with a few aunts and uncles. Wait, so she placed you away from your husband? So you guys aren't even gonna sit together at this wedding? That's a little sus. I don't necessarily blame you for feeling some sort of way about that, because I would. Where I'm from, close family are at the top few tables, 2 and 3 onwards, and the tables near the end are for friends and extended family. You don't see much. Yeah, it would make more sense that the closer people are near you. It would make more sense to have spouses at least with their spouse. I'm not a fan of the whole separating the spouse thing. That bothers me. I feel like that's a breach of boundaries. I understand that your husband is kind of like a fill-in groomsman for another one that dropped out, but still, it's giving me a little bit of the ick. My mother has said my brother is just an idiot that hasn't thought it through, and maybe things are different in the country they live in where the bride is from. They are getting married in our home country, though. Am I overthinking this, or am I right to be a bit upset? Would appreciate advice. I personally don't blame you for being upset. I wouldn't want to be separated from my husband at a wedding. I have social anxiety. I need my safe person with me. This would give me so much anxiety to go to a wedding and be surrounded by a bunch of people I don't know. So I don't blame you for feeling a type of way about this. How's your relationship with the bride? Because it just seems a little out of pocket, honestly. But let's see what Reddit says. If I were you, I wouldn't feel slighted for not having a role to play in the ceremony or bridal party simply because it's their day and their rules. Understandable. They have to draw the line with who does what at some point, but I would be super annoyed about being seated at a random table with extended family and not being able to eat dinner with my husband. Agreed. I think that's the bigger problem here, is that you were separated from your husband. It's kind of disrespectful in my opinion. Your husband was a replacement groomsman. I'd have asked him if you could be seated together. If not, he can politely decline, step back from being a groomsman so you two can sit together. That's a good solution. You've got to show up as a team when it comes to being husband and wife. OP responded in the comments saying, yeah, my mother is going to say my husband and I need to be seated together at another table if necessary. Husband doesn't even want to be a groomsman. He accepted because he wanted to be helpful. He doesn't want to sit at the top table and really doesn't want to be in the photos of the bridal party. He especially doesn't want to be one now that I am upset. So my mother is going to have a word with my brother. She is also going to express my disappointment and insult at where I've been put. It's probably best I don't talk to my brother right now, as I think I'll just say things in the heat of my feelings. Good on you for being aware of your own emotional state in this situation, and good on your husband for recognizing your feelings and taking that into account moving forward instead of discrediting them. The seating is weird. I don't think his fiance likes you for some reason, and why is someone from your husband's family in this? If it were me, my husband and son would step down from the wedding party and be regular guests with me, if I'm not even sure any of us would attend at all at this point. Future sister-in-law is deliberately trying to be rude to you. Future sister-in-law feels some sort of way about you for whatever reason. Have your husband step down. It kind of sounds like that's the easiest solution at this point. That way you guys can sit together, and if they have a problem with it, don't go. Honestly, it sounds like it would be more of a headache than what it's worth at this point. Not the a-hole. If you guys like stories like this, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.